We have a quorum present, so I'll go ahead and start this committee and order us to move to executive session. We will give the ranking member 2 minutes for her opening statement, and then once we have the 12 necessary votes to be prevailing, we will move to the vote. Senator Warren?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will put a longer statement into the record, but briefly, I want to explain why I will oppose all 4 nominees today. We asked questions for the record after a hearing to get detailed answers about how nominees think about policy and would approach their job. These nominees failed to provide meaningful responses. This is not a partisan exercise. It's a basic responsibility to ask questions, get answers. Mr. Chairman, I hope that you will ensure that nominees come before us do more than just check the box. I also have deep substantive reservations about these nominees. Jonathan McKiernan, nominated to lead the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, is clearly being sent in by co-presidents Trump and Elon Musk to unleash the scammers, the fraudsters, and the cheats on the American people. Dr. Stephen Miron, nominated to be the president's chief economic advisor, made it clear he will rubber stamp disastrous policies, from giving tax breaks to billionaires to stumbling into a trade war with our allies. Those are actions that will wreak havoc on our economy and raise costs for Americans. Mr. Bill Pulte, the nominee to lead the Federal Housing Finance Agency, failed to assure us that he would prevent the president's billionaire friends from privatizing Fannie and Freddie in a way that makes money for them, but raises mortgage costs for families. He also refused to provide any of the 25,000 posts that he deleted from X after the election. And finally, Mr. Jeffrey Kessler is nominated to a key national security position, but when asked by Senator Van Hollen, he couldn't even admit that Russia was an aggressor when it invaded Ukraine. I also cannot vote to move forward in the process for Mr. McKiernan and Mr. Kessler before the FBI has even completed their background investigations. I think this is another example of where we need to do better. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ranking Member. I will hold my opening statement until after we've had an opportunity to vote and release the members who have so much to do today. We will take up the nomination of Stephen Miron first. I move to a roll call vote for Dr. Stephen Miron to be the chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Chairman.
Aye.
Mr. Crapo.
Aye.
Mr. Rounds.
Aye.
Mr. Tillis.
Aye.
Mr. Kennedy. Aye. Mr. Haggerty. Aye. Ms. Lummis.
Aye by proxy.
Mrs. Brett.
Aye.
Mr. Ricketts.
Aye.
Mr. Banks.
Aye.
Mr. Kramer.
Aye.
Mr. Moreno.
Aye.
Mr. McCormick.
Aye.
Ms. Warren.
No.
Mr. Reed.
No.
Mr. Warner.
No by proxy.
Mr. Van Hollen.
No by proxy.
Ms. Cortez Masto.
No by proxy.
Ms. Smith. Mr. Warnock.
No by proxy.
Mr. Kim.
No.
Mr. Gallego.
No.
Ms. Blunt Rochester.
No by proxy.
Ms. Also Brooks.
No by proxy.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 13 in favor, 11 opposed.
Thank you. The ayes have it. The nomination is hereby reported favorably to the full Senate. Next, we will consider Mr. Pulte. I now move to a roll call vote on Mr. William Pulte to be the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Chairman.
Aye.
Mr. Crapo.
Aye.
Mr. Rounds.
Aye.
Mr. Tillis.
Aye.
Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Haggerty. Ms. Lummis.
Aye by proxy.
Mrs. Brett.
Aye.
Mr. Ricketts.
Aye.
Mr. Banks.
Aye.
Mr. Kramer.
Aye.
Mr. Moreno.
Aye.
Mr. McCormick.
Aye.
Ms. Warren.
No.
Mr. Reed.
No.
Mr. Warner.
No by proxy.
Mr. Van Hollen.
No by proxy.
Ms. Cortez Masto.
No by proxy.
Ms. Smith. Mr. Warnock.
No by proxy.
Mr. Kim.
No.
Mr. Gallego.
Yes.
Ms. Blunt Rochester.
No by proxy.
Ms. Also Brooks.
Yes, by proxy.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 15 in favor, 9 against.
Thank you. The ayes have it. The nomination is hereby ordered, reported favorably to the full Senate. We will now consider Mr. McKernan. I move to a roll call vote to vote on the Honorable Jonathan McKernan to be the Director of the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection. Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Chairman,
Aye.
Mr. Crapo.
Aye.
Mr. Rounds.
Aye.
Mr. Tillis.
Aye.
Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Haggerty. Ms. Lemus.
Aye by proxy.
Mrs. Britt. Mr. Ricketts. Mr. Banks. Mr. Kramer. Mr. Moreno. Mr. McCormick. Ms. Warren.
No.
Mr. Reed. Mr. Warner.
No by proxy.
Mr. Van Hollen. Ms. Cortez Masto.
No by proxy.
Ms. Smith. Mr. Warnock.
No by proxy.
Mr. Kim. Mr. Gallego. Ms. Blunt Rochester.
No by proxy.
Ms. Alsobrooks.
No by proxy.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 13 in favor, 11 opposed.
Thank you. Finally, we will consider the ayes have it. The nomination is hereby ordered, reported favorably to the full Senate. Finally, we will consider Mr. Kessler. I move to a roll call vote on the Honorable Jeffrey Kessler to be the Undersecretary of the Commerce for Industry and Security. Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Chairman,
Aye.
Mr. Crapo.
Aye.
Mr. Rounds.
Aye.
Mr. Tillis.
Aye.
Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Haggerty. Ms. Lemus.
Aye by proxy.
Mrs. Britt. Mr. Ricketts. Mr. Banks. Mr. Kramer. Mr. Moreno. Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Ms. Warren.
No.
Mr. Reed. Mr. Warner.
No by proxy.
Mr. Van Hollen. Ms. Cortez Masto.
No by proxy.
Ms. Smith. Mr. Warnock.
No by proxy.
Mr. Kim. Mr. Gallego. Ms. Blunt Rochester.
No by proxy.
Ms. Alsobrooks.
No by proxy.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 13 in favor, 11 opposed.
Thank you very much. The ayes have it. The nomination is hereby ordered, reported favorably to the full Senate. Are there any members that would like to make a statement?
Chairman, if I could just ask to be reported.
Will you?
First two
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else? All right. I will. Yeah. I'll submit my statement for the record. Executive session is now adjourned.